Does a woman's body count really matter to men? I've heard it many times in colleges where faculty members tell you that it doesn't matter how many people you sleep with, or that body count doesn't matter. But what they are hiding is that men won't consider a woman who has a high body count for a long-term relationship or marriage. Outside of college, many women or men looking for a short-term fling may say that body count doesn't matter, but the truth is that you can't force men to want to be in a serious relationship with you if you have a high body count. As men looking for serious relationships have clearly stated a woman with a low body count part of their criteria. Today, we're going to delve into this topic and uncover some truths that might surprise you. We'll explore the top 5 reasons why men do care about a woman's body count. So, buckle up and get ready for an interesting ride. Stay tuned to discover the top 5 reasons why men care about a woman's body count. Starting with reason number 5, it's all about health risks. When it comes to the number of sexual partners a woman has had, one of the immediate concerns that might spring to mind is the potential for sexually transmitted infections. We must acknowledge the reality that the more partners a person has, the higher the probability that they may have been exposed to STIs. Let's consider some facts. According to the American Sexual Health Association, 1 in 2 sexually active persons will contract an STI by the age of 25. That's not a small number. And the more partners you have, the more you are rolling the dice in terms of your health. Now, this isn't to say that every woman with a high body count has an STI. That would be a gross and unfair generalization. Many women are responsible, get regular checkups, and practice safe sex. But the fact remains that the likelihood of exposure increases with the number of partners. In addition to the physical health risks, there are also mental health implications. Studies have found that having more sexual partners was associated with poorer mental health outcomes and lower levels of happiness. The risks are not just physical but emotional as well. The emotional toll of multiple partners can sometimes lead to feelings of regret, guilt, or even depression. It's a complex issue, and each individual's experience will be different. But the potential for negative health outcomes is certainly something to consider. It's also worth noting that men aren't immune to these risks either. The same logic applies to them. The more partners a man has had, the higher the potential risk for STIs and emotional distress. This isn't about casting judgment or setting arbitrary standards. It's about understanding the potential health implications of multiple sexual partners and making informed decisions about your own health and well-being. So, the first reason is quite straightforward. It's about health and safety. Moving on to reason number 4, we are talking about reputation. Now, reputation can be a tricky thing. It's not something that is easily controlled, and yet, it can have a profound impact on how we are perceived by others. In the context of a woman's body count, reputation can play a significant role. Let's delve into that. Imagine this scenario. A woman has a high body count. Word gets around. Suddenly, she's seen in a different light. Maybe it's subtle at first, a few whispers here and there, a few sideways glances, but soon, it's more than that. She becomes known for that one aspect of her life, and it begins to overshadow everything else about her. Her accomplishments, her personality, her kindness, all of it gets buried under the weight of her reputation. Now let's add another layer to this scenario. She's in a relationship. Her current boyfriend finds out about her past. He's now faced with a dilemma. On one hand, he knows her for who she is now, not who she was. But on the other hand, he's now dating the girl that, as the saying goes, everyone got to slide inside. It's a tough pill to swallow. This reputation can affect the dynamics of their relationship. It can breed insecurity and mistrust. It can make the boyfriend question his decision to be with her. It can even affect how he is viewed by others. After all, reputation, as we've established, is a powerful thing. So the next time you hear someone say that a woman's body count doesn't matter, remember this. It might not matter to the guy who wants a short-term fling, but it will almost certainly matter to the guy who's looking for a long-term committed relationship. Reputation, for better or worse, can play a significant role in how a man perceives a woman's body count. Now, let's delve into reason number 3, which is about hobbies and interests. Picture this. You meet a woman who seems intriguing, but as you get to know her, you realize that her conversations revolve mainly around her past sexual conquests. That's a red flag, isn't it? A high body count might indicate that a woman lacks other hobbies and interests, which can be a turnoff for some men. Imagine spending your evenings not discussing shared interests or learning from each other, but rather hearing about past experiences that don't really contribute to the growth of your relationship. This can be a draining situation for anyone. and it's not exactly the foundation of a fulfilling long-term relationship. Having a variety of hobbies and interests adds depth to a person's character. It's about having passions, dreams, and pursuits outside the realm of physical intimacy. Being well-rounded is attractive. It shows that you're not solely defined by your romantic or sexual relationships, but by the things you love to do and the way you view the world. Moreover, shared interests form a crucial part of a strong, healthy relationship. They foster connection, promote mutual understanding, and provide opportunities to create lasting memories. If a woman's main interest appears to be hopping from one bed to another, it can give the impression that she may not be interested in building a meaningful connection. Of course, this isn't to say that a woman's body count is the sole determinant of her hobbies and interests, but it's all about perception. If a woman's body count is high, it could potentially send a message that she's more focused on physical intimacy than on nurturing other aspects of her life. In conclusion, a high body count might suggest that a woman lacks a diverse range of interests, which could make her less appealing to men seeking a substantial long-term relationship. So, a woman's body count could potentially reflect her lifestyle and interests. We are now at reason number 2, emotional baggage. This is a topic that tends to be a bit more complex, but it's crucial to explore. Let's paint a picture. Imagine a woman who has had numerous partners. With every relationship or encounter, there's a high chance she might have experienced a range of emotions, from the exhilarating highs of romance to the crushing lows of breakups. Each of these experiences leaves a mark, an imprint on her emotional landscape. These marks are what we refer to as emotional baggage. Now, emotional baggage isn't necessarily a bad thing. It can enrich a person's life, leading to personal growth and a deeper understanding of oneself. However, when it comes to romantic relationships, having too much emotional baggage can cause issues. It can lead to unmet expectations, unresolved feelings, and emotional turmoil. A woman with a high body count might carry a lot of emotional baggage from her previous relationships. She may have unresolved feelings or traumas that can affect her current and future relationships. She might compare her current partner to her past ones, consciously or subconsciously. This comparison can create an emotional burden that can strain a relationship. It's also possible that she might have trust issues from past experiences, causing her to hesitate in opening up and fully committing to a new relationship. This emotional baggage can manifest as fear, anxiety, or even guilt, which can negatively impact a relationship's dynamics. Now, this isn't to say that a woman with a high body count is guaranteed to have a lot of emotional baggage. Everyone is different, and people cope with their past experiences in various ways, but it's a possibility that many men might take into consideration when thinking about a long-term relationship. In the end, emotional baggage is a part of life. Everyone has it to some degree. However, a high body count could suggest a higher likelihood of substantial emotional baggage that can complicate a relationship. Hence, a man might worry about the emotional implications of a high body count. And finally, the number one reason why men care about a woman's body count is related to commitment. Now, let's be clear, it's about understanding patterns and potential issues. A high body count might suggest that a woman easily gets bored, and this could be a red flag for men looking for a long-term relationship. You see, a pattern of frequent partner changes could indicate a lack of satisfaction or fulfillment in previous relationships. This raises concerns about the potential for infidelity or the abrupt ending of a relationship when the next perceived, better partner comes along. So, there you have it. The top reason is all about commitment and trust in a relationship. So, does a woman's body count really matter to men? The answer is, it depends on the individual. If it's Chad or Tyrone who just wants to pump and dump, then no, it doesn't matter. But if it's the guy who wants a long-term serious relationship, then it does matter. It's clear, however, that health risks, reputation, limited interests, emotional baggage, and commitment issues are often concerns. What's most important is open communication and understanding in any relationship. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe with bell notifications, and share this video. Thanks for watching.